So, welcome to another edition of Real Angle. Today, we're going to talk about that smack that was heard around the world, and we talking about that smackdown that Will Smith laid down on Chris Rock. Everybody seen, everybody heard it, and it was like definitely a wild moment. Yet, we have a lot of naysayers. We have a lot of people who do not believe that the smack was real. So, today, I'm gonna give you 7 reasons why that smack was a real smack. So, let's go. Okay, so if any of you guys haven't seen it, Chris Rock hosting the Oscars. Everybody was there, all the celebs. Jada Pink and Will Smith was there. Chris Rock, he's a comedian. He threw out a few jokes out there, and one of them happened to be about Jada Pinkett being in G.I. Jane 2. Now, as you know, G.I. Jane 2 was an army girl. She cut off her hair. She had the bald head and stuff like that. So, and that's the type of hairstyle that Jada Pinkett is rocking right now. But she is rocking it for a reason. I guess she has alopecia, which is a condition where, hair loss is, the main symptom. And she's been talking about it, and I don't know, a woman in her hair, that's like, they thing is, that's tough. That's a tough thing for a woman. So in response, it looked like Will Smith originally laughed and then looked over at Jada, who was not amused at the joke, and it looked like she wasn't too amused with Will smiling too, and he must have digested that for a second, and he reacted by walking up on the stage, smacking fire out of Chris Rock, and then walking away. Then when he sat down, Chris Rock is like, "Wow, I just got smacked by Will Smith," and Will Smith says, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth." And he says it twice. The second time being even louder. That's when you know it was real. But some people, for some reason, they still think it's fake. So, number one reason, that's not Will Smith, as far as, just cursing out somebody in front of everybody on live television, national television. Everybody's millions of viewers watching the Oscars, which is an event that happens once a year, and it's supposed to be a big thing. They give away top awards, and you got all these legendary actors in the building, producers, directors, and all this stuff, that he worked with, probably want to continue working with. And this is the Fresh Prince. He's not out. The Fresh Prince doesn't curse people out. He doesn't get under people's skin. He's a good guy. He plays a good guy in movies. He plays a good guy in life. We don't know too much dirt about him other than what him and his wife have been going through, which they've been happy to share with us. Okay, so that's the Fresh Prince. That's not his MO. The second reason why that smack was real, because, or not scripted, is because Will doesn't have to do weird, obscene stuff for money. First of all, he's uber rich. He's $350 million rich. He doesn't have to take little silly assignments just to get people's attention. He has plenty of attention. Not only has he played in a lot of iconic movies, he's also has a very big social media following, where he's doing is inspiring and motivational things all the time, trying to get people motivated. He's been going through a little health journey as well, getting himself back into physical shape. He's all about the positivity. He's not on his 50 Cent stuff, starting trouble with people and all that different type of stuff. Hey, number four, obviously the reason that smack was real, because Jada wasn't amused, and he's seen that, and she's been going through it. She's been talking about it, and throughout her little social media thing. I don't know if she revealed it on the Red Table Talk or somewhere else, but I did see that she was talking about it, and she showed how she has a line that's going across her head that just popped up one day, and she was talking about how it was going to be harder to hide. So she's been trying to hide and go with a natural look, but trying to blend in what's going on with her physically. with her own style and trying to deal with it throughout life. So that's something that is obviously something that affects her, and she's dealing with in the house. So Will knows about this because this been his wife for a couple of decades now plus. They got kids. They're about 20 plus now. So they've been together for a long time. So her struggles is his struggles. So if she's not amused, and you talking about her health, like yo, and you don't know what they going through at home. Other than that, what type of other stuff. People don't tell you everything. Look at Chadwick Boswick, how he died, and nobody knew anything. We just was like wondering, like, dang, why this guy so skinny all of a sudden? But he's still working. But everything that he has going on, everything that people have going on, is their business. We don't know everything that's going on with everybody. Number 5, people say they did it because the Oscars was lacking diversity, which makes no freaking sense at all. Okay, they was lacking diversity as far as they've always have black. There's always going to be all sorts of different people of color there, for many different reasons, hoping to win an award, hosting, being a musical artist at the awards. There's always people there. The main thing that people are talking about as far as the lack of diversity is mainly in the inclusion of awards, but there's people of color there. And at the end of the day, nobody, if that is an issue, if they are lacking diversity and they feel like they need to do something to increase diversity, or they are giving an opportunity to have a more diverse class of artists that are being nominated for different awards, why would they put in a scandal or something that lacks such, I don't know, respect or whatever it may be for mankind, for each other? Why would they do something that goes against the upliftment of the culture? If they trying to increase diversity, that's not something that they did on purpose, to increase diversity. The 6th reason, because the Oscars had low rating. Again, why would Will Smith jeopardize his career, his social media following, the person that he is, make people possibly scared to work with him just for what? For the Oscars that aren't being as diverse as they need to be? That doesn't make any sense either. So just debunking other people's reasons with these counter reasons. And the last reason that I say, Will Smith, he just snapped and this was not a scripted situation, was because Will Smith made rap songs without curse words. He made rap songs without curse words. He didn't want to make money off of that. He didn't. So it's like, why would he go out here and be in the level with all these greats in the room, where they on their high prestige stuff, they all in tuxedos and whatever it may be? Why would he go the unclassy route, smack somebody on stage in front of everybody, in front of all these old people and rich people, and then tell them, keep my wife's name out of your mother effing mouth? Like, that's like, that's kind of rough. I might scare a couple of people, but some people probably don't want to be around them type stuff. But why would you do that? But either which way, these are all reasons why I know that was not a scripted situation, and Will Smith just, he just snapped. He just had a point of, dang, here go my girl. I need to represent her. And sometimes, people say that this is comedy, that Chris Rock, absolutely, but you got to understand that comedy is always about the things that make us laugh are things that are edgy, that are things that probably we think about that we don't say out in public because they could offend other people. That's what a comedian's job is to push, the envelope, to get edgy, to say things that people are not saying, to get under people's skin. So it's a consequence with that as well. Sometimes, you got the cancel culture and you got all these other situations that happen when a comedian goes so far, but that is what comedians do, and what they know. Like, they can, sometimes people ain't with it. You can only say but so much so often. Or rather, you just don't know, because you know that you pushing the envelope. You don't know how people are going to respond. So you're doing it on purpose, to be pushy, to be edgy, so that people can laugh at something that is unexpected. But as a comedian as well, you putting yourself out there as well. And I'm not knocking Chris Rock. I don't think the joke was that he was being mean-hearted with the joke. I just felt like he was trying to be edgy and be current. But I think that was a whack joke. And as far as like joking on people's health, especially with a woman's hair, everybody's not with it. But either which way, I'm hoping that those brothers, that they got a chance to talk about it and let it go. Or if not, it's not a big deal, or whatever it may be. At least for Will Smith, both of them are both rich. I know, Chris Rock is not only a great comedian, but he's also an actor and producer, and I believe director. He definitely put things together, so he has money. He's not doing it to be current or anything like that either, because if he wasn't current, he wouldn't be hosting the Oscars. So or if he wasn't important or whatever it may be, so it's not like he's trying to get back in there. The hosting the Oscars is a big deal. So Chris Rock is always around, has always been around. So he's not doing it for attention. He's doing it for laughs, to make it a memorable event as far as his hosting job and abilities. But hey, it is what it is. He got smacked, and hopefully they just push it forward. And those guys, whatever, Will Smith keeps working. Congratulations to him and his Oscar. And just thankful that they gave us a very unique moment in time that we could look back at and talk about and argue. But either which way, thank you for tuning in and listening to my reasoning and my overview of what happened at the Oscars as far as Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. See you next time.